Grim thy shores, dear Blanco, when beheld by those who gaze from passing ships at sea. Thy somber realm with distance is not spelled, thy fair enchantment lies in loving thee. For some sweet sake, and oh, but I can tell of one and one who owns that magic spell. One will pause abrupt in distant throngs and move deep musing down through crowded halls, and start half frightened in his flight of songs, touched by a careless voice or sound that falls, and cease awhile his grandest notes to listen, and hear thy waves and see thy white rocks glisten. And one will pause in her first native song to weep a while, thy wild haunt recall, where all her brightest, fleetest memories throng, and where she knew the bitterest blights of all. And she will see amid thy rudest ways some flitting shadows of the olden days. Those who passed Blanco on the ships of seas behold rough mountains crowding to the strand, all densely blackened with unvaried trees, and leaden rivers toiling through the sand, and broken bluffs and cliffs that lean and reach above a long thin line of tintless beach. With glasses leveled on the searing shore, they see the brown-stained house upon the peak, the darkened windows and gray mouldy door, shaken with winds that whistle shrill and bleak. And higher, nearer on the cold Cape land, a single grave lifts up a marble hand. A league apart from any other graves, low is the grave of one who loved the West. The stars rise early and the fateful waves keep requiem above his lonely rest. The wintry winds lash the dark sea and sweep, and summer tides dirge his last silent sleep. I can see thy sad eyes where I go, thy yearning glance and mute pathetic face. Now all thy vague unspoken hopes I know, dreams for thy child of lofted pride and grace, of brighter ways and less of pain and strife, than graced or blessed thy wild romantic life. The shores of Blanco are not decked with lights, nor are the seas winged with white loitering ships. No joyous crews sail up against those heights, with jolly song and laughter on their lips. But wailing sailors, pale and haggard-faced, toil at the reefs and sail in cautious haste. The shells of Blanco sing no mellow songs, the birds trill out no wooing music notes, but voiceless groups move down the sea in throngs. From rock to rock the seagull skims and floats, whilst hoarsest billows mixed with shriek and roar send angry murmurs to the answering shore. The flowers of Blanco have no sweet perfume. Like painted corses cling they to the cliffs. High on the bluffs bright rhododendrons bloom, and hardy vines creep in the dampened rifts, whence doubting mosses of themselves descant, and carry, am I breathing thing or plant? The wind is tyrannous and loud and spreads vast terror where he sweeps with deafening roar. He mocks the surf and tears the sea in shreds, and sends the ruined waves death white ashore. And trees that fear him bend and crouch away, whilst rocks are blanched and group around the bay. Lo, from the cliff yon wild bird sails away, slow circling o'er the dark-plumed cedar trees, and now comes streaming back to fan the spray and dip his gray wings in the lifted seas. So if thou didst behold this land aright, leave the low strand and seek the mountain's height. Their vials lie hid like peaceful mountain dreams, like troubled dreams their wild grass sways and heaves. Their autumn maple burns beside the streams, and spicy myrtle with its deep cool leaves waves ever dim sweet trails the doubtful wind hither thither live not at a bay. Their mountain gorges filled with dread dark seas, where rivers wind in myriad crooked ways. There hang soft vials from stately cedar trees, and mountain peaks distort the sun's sharp rays, whilst broken shadows group and wave and lean, a wild and silent mystic forest scene.